Hey, hey, hey. So I am going to take advantage of summer and 4th of July coming and some questions I've had about some tips like how to survive 4th of July or picnics or weddings or some other things. Because honestly, like you would think that with summer that you have a lot of motivation, there's a lot of tank top wearing, swimsuits, you have a lot of outdoor events and things. So you would think like it's really easy to be motivated to stay on point for summer, but actually summer can kind of sneak in on you and there can be so many opportunities to slip up. So for example, maybe you're wearing a flowy dress instead of tight pants, so you don't realize you let things slide a little bit and you let a few little extra treats come in. Maybe you have not only the picnics and the holidays back to back, but you have weddings and other events, or you just find yourself lounging by the pool. And what can happen is when you're lounging by the pool and you're maybe feeling extra hungry from swimming and you kind of just get in that relaxed state, that can lead to mindless eating and that can lead to some slip ups, some summer slip ups. So I am going to try to find my video on my laptop while I'm just getting started, because I want to add a few things really quick that I'm going to be talking about to try to just to help you have a healthy summer. So there's going to be a tracker challenge. So I'm sharing in the comments of this video a tracker that you can use to prepare yourself before you head to an event. So you can kind of put this, fill this out and put in the events that you have coming up, so you can look at what events are coming up and prepare for that. And I'm also going to throw in some fun alternative grilling recipes that maybe you want to give a hoot, give a try. So I'm going to pop these guys over in here. And I just want to make sure before anybody asks any questions or comments that I get these in here. So I'm stalling right now. This is me. I'm stalling, and then I'm going to help you. I just want to put one more recipe in here. Ooh, this cauliflower rice bowl looks really good. So I put a tracker down in there. And I just want to encourage you, and I put 2 yummy recipes for you to try. And then I just wanted to just have a chat. If you have any questions, add a comment on, ask the question. If you have a tip, add the tip. So like I was saying when I started, very quickly, summer is such a motivator to start on a health and fitness journey, because you want to feel good in your bathing suit, or you want to, you pull out the summer clothes after winter and they don't fit. Like summer can be very motivating, but then it can quickly run into the longer days, and it's scientifically proven the dog days of summer are longer and people tend to lose some motivation. So I'm going to try to hopefully help you. Is number one, the good news is it's not too late to get back on track. It's not too late to have a healthy week or a healthy summer, and still make your goals and make it through July. I mean, it's only the 2nd. You can make it through July, releasing weight, feeling healthier, getting more energy, getting on goals. You can enjoy the 4th of July on Thursday and not have it debar you. My biggest tip when that comes to that is make the decision now. Make the decision now and then keep your word to yourself. Because what I find is if you start negotiating with yourself, you win. And so if you find yourself at a picnic and you say, I'm going to be good, I'm going to stay strong, I'm not going to give in at the picnic. And then you get to the picnic and you allow yourself that first negotiation, when you allow yourself that first negotiation where, oh, well, I'll have a plate of chips, like just like this much of the chips and dip, and I'll just have half a brownie. And then you start negotiating, well, I was really good all week and I was really good last week and I'm down 3 pounds, so I can have this. So as soon as you start negotiating, you win. And not the you that set out for the goal, right? So my first tip for you is to make the decision today. Is this going to be a weight loss week? Is the 4th of July going to be a weight loss event? The second tip is determine what is happening on 4th of July. What events do you have? And so I put a tracker in the comments of this video where you can look at your calendar, you can look at your schedule and say, okay, I'm either hosting a barbecue or I'm going to a barbecue. And so we need to know if you're going or if you're hosting so we can give you the right tips to help you, right? And then we can kind of troubleshoot some of that. The next thing is you decide not to go negotiate with yourself, and then you decide what you can do. So what is in your power to win? So first I'm going to cover going to a picnic. So number one, my biggest tip is before you leave, eat your normal meals. Like if you have a picnic at 1 o'clock, don't skip breakfast and lunch because you plan on indulging at 1, because you will surely overindulge, end up overstuffed, end up having way more than you want because you're going in a ravished state. So you want to be mindful. You want to still have your shake first thing in the morning. You want to have your normal breakfast or snack or lunch before you go. The next thing is I always encourage like extra water the morning of a picnic, because you want to make sure you're flushing and just getting ready and staying very well hydrated, especially if you're going to be outside and maybe running around. And then I always encourage take water with you. And of course, take a big yummy veggie tray or a big sexy salad, or maybe the cauliflower rice recipe that I put in the comments here. Take something with you to share, but that's veggie based, or maybe if you know there's going to be some fun family dips there that you love to have, instead of having the dips with chips, have the dips with some peppers, or have it with cucumbers or celery sticks, and prepare those to take with you to add to the table so that you know you can grab veggies first. You can fill up your plate with a lot of veggies, still sample some of the dips that you want, still sample those flavors that you want, and then just keep going back to your water. Carry your water around. We talk about holding the wheel, where you hold on to the water. Make it about trying to get selfies with everybody and talking to people. What's going on with their summers? What are they doing? Maybe there's a pool or activities. I'm curious who calls beanbags and who calls beanbags cornholing. There's either, it seems like in Pennsylvania anyway, we have cornholing on the west side of the state and we have beanbags on the right side of the state, east side of the state. So I'm curious if you have beanbags or horseshoes at your picnics, and get yourself away from the food table to the activities and keep moving, right? And of course, like I said, you're going to make the decision before you go. You're going to eat normal. You're going to drink your water, take water with you, take something delicious and veggie to share. Maybe pack an extra shake in your purse or in your bag just in case you want an additional treat but you really don't want to splurge. You can have an additional shake and just get some chocolate or cafe latte or something and make it fun for yourself, and have that treat. Or maybe make the energy balls out of the shake and share those at the picnic. Something else is July is actually anti-boredom month, which I didn't even know existed. I feel like people just make that stuff up, but basically along the lines of, like I was talking about in the beginning, is the dog days of summer, and you end up kind of being lazy and relaxed, and kind of mindless eating slips in. The same thing happens with boredom. So one thing I would love to do is to put some maybe comments on this thread, maybe start a chain of some ideas to keep yourself active and going. So whether it's maybe getting a group of gals together and going for a walk in the park, or check out your local library. The local libraries have a lot of free activities throughout summer because they want to pull you in and get you in there. And also even the Apple Store has free classes and things. So if you want to get up on your tech, you can attend some of the free classes at the Apple Store and maybe get up on your tech, but also get yourself moving. At least in the Northeast right now, this is the time where the farmers market pop-ups are happening all over the place. So go on a farmers market tour and find some fresh veggies or fruit from a local farmer. And that's also getting you moving, getting you some extra steps, and gets you out of the house, gets you away from the lazy, relaxing, mindless eating that might happen. And this is also a great time if you did spring cleaning, stay on top of your organizing, maybe tackle a different part of the house that you didn't get done during spring cleaning. So just ways to keep yourself moving and going throughout summer. So now I gave you a little bit of tips to stay going during summer. I gave you some tips for if you're going to a picnic. So now I want to talk about if you are hosting the picnic. So I personally, I feel like you can kind of find hosting a picnic or an event as an excuse to bring all the things in your house that maybe you're trying to break yourself from. And so maybe, like, let's say you really love s'mores and Oreo cookies and ice cream and sodas, and you've been breaking yourself away from that. You can find yourself into a little trap of, oh, well, my friends will want that soda. My friends will want that Oreo. Make it a potluck where they can bring a treat to share, or send everybody home with it. I mean, don't fill your house with all the goodies that you then are going to have to consume. If you know yourself. For me, I know if it's in this house, my default emotional mindset is I must eat it so it's all gone. And I can eat a whole cake in a sitting to get it gone. I know that's a binge cycle of myself. So I do not bring a cake into this house unless I'm in a really good place emotionally, and I'm not there's certain times that if I'm feeling stressed or I'm having some emotions, I'm not going to bring that stuff into the house. And even now I'm looking, my husband brought in some donuts and stuff. He's not on plan with me. He's on his own plan. So just want to encourage you to watch what you're bringing in, and then think water first, not only for you, but also for your guests. If you really, really need to have soda and juices and other indulgences like that for your guests, have it mostly water. Maybe do a fun water bar. Get a whole bunch of different fresh fruits cut up of, maybe some mint and some ginger. Have some different pictures of infused fruits. There's a whole bunch in the one. You can just search it on Pinterest or search it in this group. We've shared a whole bunch of different infused waters, and make a water bar and make it the big attraction, and make it something fun and that gets attention, and make it just healthy. And you're feeling so good and working on your health, and you want your friends to feel good too. And if they really need to have a soda or a drink that you don't have, they can bring it, and or they can go get it. But if your friends want to spend time with you and celebrate, they're not there for the Coke. Okay, they're not there for the Coca-Cola. They're not there for the Pepsi. I'll be not brand specific. They're not there for the cola or the pop. They're there for you. They're there to go swimming in your pool, to go play board games, to laugh and enjoy. I have never ever gone to a friend's house and got upset with them because they didn't have soda. That has never happened. And if somebody shows up at your house and they're upset with you because you don't have soda to offer them, they're probably not really your friend. I can't imagine. So, and if they're upset about it, there's stores in every house that I've ever been to. There's a store pretty close by that they can go get their indulgent if they want to. Or maybe if they really, really need cola, you can just give them a heads up and say, hey, I'm really doing great and feeling amazing on my health journey. And I know if I buy the Coca-Cola, I'm going to drink it all. So I'm offering a tea bar and a water bar and a skinny margarita bar and a beer bar, but I'm not going to have soda. So if you feel you really need a soda, you can bring it with you. Give them a heads up and just be honest if that's the situation. But don't go break the bank account buying all this stuff that's going to tempt you and take you off the edge. And then, so now you're going to have the water everywhere. You're going to have fun with it. I would love if someone does a water bar and they share pictures in the group, because I think that would be so fun. I would come to your house for a water bar. I would be having so much water. You should stock up on toilet paper. And then also think about what you're putting on the grill, and maybe instead of only meat on the grill, try some veggies. Because I don't know if you've ever had a portobello mushroom on a grill, but They get so juicy and yummy. They go great with steak or chicken, or they go great like with some mozzarella and like having its own little portobello burger version, or even like long chopping zucchini or eggplant and sticking that on the grill. Or this is really fun if you want to get a little creative with, you can take an onion and kind of cut it like a checkerboard, and so it opens up kind of like a bloomin' onion, right? And then you're gonna put like a tablespoon of olive oil on it and do some salt and pepper, maybe some spices if you feel like brave and you're good with the spice. And then you're gonna take some foil and just wrap it up, kind of not closing it tight, having it almost like a bloom, so you're having the foil around it but it's not completely sealed. Stick it on the grill for like 35-40 minutes, and when you take it off the grill, it's going to be caramelized onions. It's going to fall apart almost like a bloomin' onion, and it's so great. You could add it to your burgers, you could add it to your steak, you could just, I would just eat it just like it is. So you can do some fun things and add some additional veggies and fun tastes and flavors, and just make the holiday, make the time about the people. Like, you can't go wrong. I mean, maybe make it like a huge, like, maybe just like a big game day or a big swimming day or a big walking day. Like, just make it about hanging out and having fun instead of focusing on the food. Like, my biggest tip is to sincerely go make it about the people and have fun, and remove yourself away from the food as soon as you can. And like I said, eat a normal day, take your water with you. If you're presenting and you're having people at your house, make the water fun and available for everybody. And then just like keep holding yours, like keep a big one by the grill, keep a big one in the kitchen, like just keep them all around. So I would love to hear what your plans are. I saw Mary was sharing some things I'm looking forward to reading. So let us know, what are your plans? Are you hosting? Are you going? Are you going to jump in with us and make July a successful month for you? Or are you feeling stuck and struggling, and what can we do to help push you through that? So I would love to hear what questions or struggles you have, if these tips were helpful, and if we could all just like share in what are some ideas that you can get moving through the summer. I know I've also been seeing a lot of free Bible study camps pop up. Those are activities and things you can add into the activity list for the kids. Anything that gets you out and moving. I think I saw there was a movie night in the park still happening locally here. So I'm sure there's things going around. You just have to like Google it or look in Facebook land and check it out. So I'd love to hear your tips or your questions and struggles, and let's make July spectacular. I was looking for a rhyming word, but I couldn't find it. So if someone can help me rhyme a word with July that's like means really, really good, that would be great. So I will chat with you guys later. Hope you have a spectacular evening, and let's plan. Let's decide now. Who's with me? Pinky swear. Like, decide now, and then don't negotiate with yourself. Because I promise you, if you negotiate with yourself, you win. And it won't be the you that wants to be healthier, because that's the hard choice, right? So, see you guys later.